Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Tuesday episode of Blunders and Bothwellians, the Wounded Witch edition. This is the Tuesday party carnal eclipse as they venture further into the Underrealm. The slowly sinister turn of events has meant that the demon creature, Tiavat, who was leading them down through the Underrealm so they could attempt to get back a piece of shard for their angel friend Paltalemon, in order to aid in the saving, potentially, of the whole world of Mercer. It has indeed taken a turn, because a few things have been mentioned, and they have discovered some things about the past of Tiavat, whose name, it turns out, is Tiavat Tal, the true prince of Travis. They have also discovered that he is friends, very good and special friends, with a demon they have encountered before, named Brakens. This also struck up some memories in Arissa that she believes to be from her other counterpart, her doppelganger, her copy, the other Arissa, who she believes to have met Brakens another time, and she had memories of him which were passed via Hannibal carefully to Tiavat. Varic was not happy to hear that he was friends with the demon who scared him and angered him so much that he had thrown a bear trap at, and is very determined to throw another bear trap at Tiavat himself. However, we shall see how things unfold. We pick up back in the Underrealm. So, everybody, let's see.
I kind of want to try that whole thing.
Hello!
Hello!
Quack!
Yes, the obligatory quack, well done. So you guys, you pick up exactly where you left off. Tiavat has just had his memory from Arissa via Hannibal, very carefully. Varic is desperately wanting to fling yet another bear trap at this part demon creature. And everybody else is watching this thing. What whole thing? The thing. Yes, Arissa and Vitheritas. I don't know if you disclosed this to everybody else, but you will remember from Arissa from knowing your family tree, and Vitheritas from knowing the country of Travis, that the royal family of the Tals have always been able to summon demons at will, and they have demonic powers which are running in their bloodline. They're said to be distantly related to demons. So similar to tieflings, in as much as their bloodline was sort of tainted with the blood of a demon, not devil. And this has continued. So, you guys, you have your guide, essentially, is having a moment to himself, sort of crouched on the floor with his head in his hands. He doesn't appear to be crying, he just appears to be taking it all in. Arissa, you've recovered, you feel fine, you experienced the memory once again, you feel alright. Varic, I assume you're still annoyed as hell. Vitheritas and Ragnar, I assume, are still keeping an eye on him. And, yeah. So, I'll let you pick up from there, guys. You're still on the second layer, which is called Pathy of the Underrealm, which is red skies, dark ceilings, sparks falling from the sky every so often, big dark rocks and a huge red landscape, and every so often across the distance you can see groups of people fighting. It seems to be a constant place of anger and battle and fighting. Yes, maybe don't tell Varic about summoning them at will.
Oh, there's other things that will give away enough for Varic to want to go murder Rampage.
Well, I mean, if you're going to go murder Rampage, Pathy is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Well, while the young Tiavat's occupied, Vitheritas is going to toss his candle back into his backpack and just look at the others.
So, is your cousin okay, Arissa? Well, so that demon that he mentioned, the other me saw him in a real bad way. And I don't know if he's alive or not.
I see.
Well, he's a demon. I'm sure he's fine.
He's only part demon.
Still, they're more resilient than most species.
I suppose.
I wouldn't believe it until we see his body, or flesh, or whatever happens to them nowadays, after they die.
Arissa's gonna crouch down near Tiovat, not touching him, but there.
Veritas, what was that?
Yeah, that sounded very suspicious right there.
Oh, sorry, I'm not the only one who's that immature.
I was about to say, I have no idea.
I was scribbling something out in my diary, and I realised I did it on the top of my laptop, which is where my
it was you.
Very sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Verti for it. Well, it was.
He lit up green. Sorry, I just assumed naively. I assumed that he was the one creating the filthy sounds.
Usually it is the paladin, right?
Well, I mean, it's usually me.
Right.
To be fair, I play a paladin in another game, and he's filthy. So yeah, usually the paladin. Play the
Blame
paladin.
the paladin for the rogue's mistake.
Rogue's job here is done.
We've seen that meme where it's like the rogue walks back into the tavern with a suspicious amount of gold, and the paladin pulls a face like, Very true. Or in Varic's case, a suspicious amount of cake. It's like, Varic, yes. Where did you get that from? Nothing. Where did you get that from? Nowhere. Varic, it's got wedding toppers on top of it. I bought it. Are you sure you didn't steal it? It's fine. Me and this cake are going to my room now.
At least this Varic didn't rob an entire city of its, or an entire village of its food, like the other Varic did.
That's true. As soon as I mentioned there was a food supply, he was like, whoa. I just walked past the food supply? Oh no, this was a mistake. But yes, sorry. Arissa, you kneel down. He sort of, he takes a minute, and then he sort of looks up. You can't see any tear marks down his face. He just looks, he takes a breath. Right. So. And he fixes a really big smile on his face, and you can see his pointy teeth. Carrying on then! And he stands up.
Apristi's just going to be looking confused through this whole thing.
Varic will be looking at Apristi, in hopes of finding some means of comfort.
Oh, she will notice this and reach out and squeeze his hand.
No,
It's okay, buddy.
Thank you. I fear I might do something stupid sooner rather than later.
That wouldn't be any news.
Hey Varic, can you test this jerky for me? I don't know if it's bad or not. She's just gonna start handing him food.
Ooh, food.
Distract the elf.
Yeah.
That will keep him distracted for a minute.
That's why she picked jerky, because that takes quite a lot of chewing.
You can't throw bear traps while you're chewing jerky.
So yeah, she's probably going to stick quite close to Varic's side, seeing how distressed he is, and just feed him bits of jerky every now and then.
Annabelle will just turn to the little half-demon and extend her hand. So, where should we head next? Oh, mighty demon.
He'll raise his eyebrow at you.
She will just grin sharply at him.
He'll laugh, and he steps forward, looks around. The only problem with Path A is it all looks the same. Ah, here we go. Back on track. Come on then, noble explorers. And you, Varic. And he'll lead you off down a path.
Gives Varic a massive handful of dried fruit as well as jerky.
As he starts to lead you along, he points the path you're going, and he sort of edges so that Veritas is walking ever so slightly near him, and he sort of murmurs out the side of his mouth, I appreciate you not wanting to make deals. However, I am not willing to let that candle leave with you, and would happily do anything you would like. I would advise you to think on that.
Vitharitus will just nod slightly and go, well noted.
Excellent. I don't like how I click back onto the chat and it's just Varic saying, can I kill him first? Like, before he gets the candle.
I'm so sorry, can I interrupt game very quickly?
Sure.
I've just opened an email and it says, the last item in your order is on its way. So, Rosie, your final bit of your birthday present is being shipped.
I have more birthday present.
You have more birthday presents.
I've had lots of birthday present.
Yeah, well, do
I've had
it.
so many presents. It's like presents.
You deserve more.
More.
Well, you know, I do fancy a
sorry.
castle. You know, that would be quite nice.
Those were out of budget.
Yeah,
kinda.
maybe for Christmas.
Maybe for Christmas. Okay, well, thank you. You're all very ridiculous. Thank you for everything you have done for me recently. It's been very lovely.
Love.
And ridiculous, but lovely. Right, I shall try not to kill you all today. Anyway.
What is it that he says in Princess Bride when he's like, good night, Wesley, good work today, I'll most likely not kill you in the morning.
Yes, this is exactly it. Yes, you have pleased me. I shall roll kindly to you all. Most of you still have your angel's blessings for the day, of course. Most of you. I believe someone used theirs.
You deserve all the wibbly wobbly timely-wimely.
So he leads you all onwards. Again, you sort of you're having to pick your way down now. You're going further into the plain, and you're picking your way through. And I know it's a cliche to reference Lord of the Rings while you're doing D&D, but I'm gonna anyway. You know when Frodo and Sam first get into Mordor, and they're having to go through that bit that's like basically all rocks, and they have to like
the spider.
yeah,
part,
it's like go between the rocks and like duck under them and like pick the way. Like it's not a huge steep slope, but the rocks are quite high all around you, and you have to sort of find your best footing as you're going down. But he manages to pick you a decent path. Every now and then he'll hold up a hand and stop you all, and like sort of gesture for you to stay low. And overhead you'll see a shape fly or crash, occasionally being thrown about, and you'll hear the sounds of fighting getting closer and closer and then further away. And you continue in this vein for some time until you come round a rock and immediately find that your path has been blocked by a very large creature. At first glance, it looks a little like a rock, but it's moving, and you can see where the shoulders are hunched over, and it's breathing. And there is no giant spiders so far in this world. Don't panic. It'll be fine, Annabelle. I read chat. It looks a little bit like a rock, only as the creature turns, hearing you all approach, you notice that its face is a bit human-like, only it's stretched, and the greying rock-coloured skin around its body has started to flake and peel in places, and it's got big patches where the skin has almost blistered away, and it looks like, again, humanoid face, humanoid features, but rounded and bloated, and some muscles here and there, but then huge deformed bits and very short legs. And as it turns around, you notice that it has long claws instead of fingernails, and it turns to look at you all. Could you all please roll initiative?
Oh god. I wasn't ready for
Oh
this.
no, I rolled really badly.
Varic is due for some anger management, I think.
Kill the spiky thing.
He gets to
Everyone
fight.
would like to
him
volunteer for Varic to just go on his own. That you can do that.
Oh, I can't find my fucking updated sheet.
I'd like to think that Varic is first.
With a nat
That's
20,
right.
that's how angry Varic is.
He is very annoyed and he gets to kill.
Arissa got a nat 20 as
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I assume. What is your.
Plus 8.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, Varic, then Arissa, and then Verti. Oh, Ragnar, 7.
Well done, Ragnar. You a good little doggy.
Maybe he was near the back.
Crack off.
Any dark-related humour will result in an inspiration dice.
My mind went blank.
Alright, you've got the whole
Quack
session to
off
think
on it.
about it. Quack off was good. Quack off was good. You can build up from there and work upon it.
The reason he's going so slow is he decided to duck and cover first.
Yeah.
I really had to get down, specifically duck down as opposed to.
Yeah. Now that's just terrible, that. Okay, so currently in the order we have got. Give me a moment because I'm gonna find the thing. Here we go. So currently in the initiative order we have Varic first, followed by Arissa, followed by Vitheritas, followed by Hannibal, followed by Apricity, followed by Ragnar, and then with a fantastic 4, the creature is going last. But this of course bodes very well for you guys because you can of course kill it instantly and immediately and it'll be great and grand and marvellous and nothing can possibly go wrong.
That fills me with fear and anxiety.
It'll be fine. Nothing can possibly go wrong. Everything about this encounter will be great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Everyone's got backup characters, right?
If not, I have a few that you can play.
Okay, so you guys. So first up, we have Varic. So you've got this big creature. It's sort of, you notice, got quite sharpened lower teeth, blood around its mouth and hands, blistering coming off its skin, quite short, squat legs. It looks like if it was once human, as its face seems to suggest, it's been bloated out of proportion and its legs have sort of stayed the same length, but the rest of it has grown bigger. And it sort of walks towards you. It doesn't look like it has knees, so it sort of thuds towards you as it turns around. So, Varic, what would you like to do? As the gift suggests, run away! Run away!
Charge first, and then run away.
What I'm gonna do is fly up
Okie dokie.
and then allow gravity to do the work of this attack because I wanna use my trident and just slam that down into his head.
Alrighty. So, multi-timing gifts! Alright, Varic, roll your attack for us, please. Now are you gonna plunge it or drop it? Are you gonna, are you going with it or are you dropping it entirely?
I'm going with it. I'm not letting go of that expense.
Okay, in which case, roll me your attack, but add your strength, not your dex. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. This won't make any sense to people who can't see the chat. Drop it like it's hot.
You just sound slightly odd right now.
I always sound slightly odd. It's fine. 15 total. Yeah, that hits. This guy is basically all flesh. He's not wearing any armor.
Good.
So that hits, so royal damage for me, Varic. Arissa, you are next, and after her is Verti, so plan what you would like to do, if anything, etc. And
Could you give me a constitution save, Rosie?
I can do, yes. And I have some lovely new birthday dice that I will use to roll it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I got several dice for my birthday, so I'm using several of them.
Nice.
Okay, that was a 5. Gee, he's rolling well today.
Yeah, that fails. So
Does
that
it?
means
Does
that
it
there's a
really? You know, I couldn't have guessed.
Yeah, it just about fails.
Okay.
So that means that there's like 3 points of psychic damage
Ooh, okay.
plus. That's 16 plus strength for damage, right? You said?
Plus your strength, yes.
Okay.
Because you were using like gravity to sort of slam it down rather than throw it at somebody.
Okay, that
Are you D&Ding right? Who fucking knows? Let's just carry on.
it works.
It works for our means and means we don't need to flick through books and wait for half an hour.
That's 22 damage plus
22?
the 3 psychic damage.
22 plus 3, so 24 total. Okay, knock that off. Alright, not looking very good at all, Varic. Not looking very good at all. Arissa, my lovely darling, we are down to you.
I dropped my character sheet.
Well done.
Do you want me to skip the 30 back, or are you alright?
No, I've got it.
Can she still have my shield around her since I never took it away?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank God.
It's alright, we
I don't
protect,
trust
we
you.
protect the pregnant lady, it's fine. Wait. So yeah, her shield is still active. So Arissa, essentially, damage will be less for you. It'll be fine. So what would you like to do?
I would like to clip my electric boogaloo
Oh,
to my left.
Yes.
time for the electric boogaloo.
Quick question, how many times can I use it a day?
All the time.
Because you never specified.
I know. It's because you can use it as many times as you like.
Sweet.
Okay.
It's a gift from an angel. It is infinitely awesome. And I just really like the name Electric Boogaloo.
Electric boogaloo! That's basically what she's going to yell.
I like it. It snaps into place. Which instrument are you using?
My loot.
On the lute. Okay.
Although now I've got freaking doot magic flute stuck in my head again.
Oh,
Oh god.
We need to make that into song. Doot 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 the magic flute. Doot 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 magic flute.
Doot,
I don't know this song.
flute. I said doot doot magic flute. Doot doot magic flute. I said doot doot magic flute.
That needs to be
I'm
what we say
shaking my head at you
instead
right now,
of
but
tatty
you
bear
can't.
at the end. That's what we need to say.
I mean, it could also work with. No, it doesn't work for loot. Damn. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, every demon on this level is just clapping along. It's marvellous. Okay.
It's not just clapping; it's a standing ovation.
Oh, yeah, standing ovation. Of course. Well, you're a bard. Of course, you always get a standing ovation. Don't be ridiculous. It's marvellous. Okay. So, I will do my charisma save. I'm going to use this dice again. Come on! You've got to do better than that. I'm going to say. I mean, it was twice as good, but that means it's only a total of a... Fucking hell! That's a total of a 6. I believe he's failed.
The charisma save is 14.
Yeah, so he's failed. Right, yep.
So it's 6d6 electric damage and 2d6 psychic damage.
Yes.
And they're compelled to dance for 1 round.
Oh man, this creature doesn't have knees! You do get to pick what dance move you would like it to do as well. So while you're rolling up your damage, think about that and what you would like him to do. So damage-wise, yes. And Viceritas, you are next, and after him is Hannibal. So, Bramwell, what you'd like to do. Hannibal, if you're going to keep the shield up around Arissa, you can do a smaller action rather than a bigger one if you want to keep the shield on her as well. But you can still do a little one.
Okay.
How much? Oh god, Arissa's typing. That means there's a lot of damage. And dance move you have
I only
picked.
have one dice.
That's okay. The dance move you have picked is the Austin Powers Mr. Evil Dance. Yep, that's fine. So he is now doing the awkward shuffle, which is quite appropriate, seeing as he doesn't really have knees. The awkward shuffle in his hands across the chest and the shoulders and the head. I'm enacting it, but you can't tell. One day when we do our next live session, you'll be able to see all the craziness that happens behind the DM screen. That's how I danced on my birthday night out as well. It was beautiful.
Nice.
I was radiant in all my glory. It was amazing. Alright, so while she's finishing the damage, Viceritas, what would you like to do?
Well, since the others have already made efforts to attack, Viceritas is going to full charge and lay into it with his warhammer.
Okay. Do me your attack, please. Oh, bloody hell. And I see. Okay, 24 for Arissa as well. Snapsies.
So that
Oh my god, we're like so insane.
That sounds right.
That will layeth the smackdown.
25 to hit and 12 to hit. Neither natural 20s.
Okay, the 25 will hit, and the 12 will also hit.
Oh, bloody hell.
He has no armor on.
He's going to regret his life choices.
You angered the paladin.
Right, so I need lots of dice. So that's going to be...
Many
These ones.
dice.
So 2d6 per hit. Bludgeoning damage. And then 3d8 radiant damage per hit. 1, 2. Where's my other one? D8, where the fuck are you? That will be one there. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Oh, this sounds good.
As in, I nearly maxed out damage on the first hit. Calculator required.
Love a good calculator in D&D, and most excellent. After him is Hannibal, and after Hannibal is Apricity, so you two be thinking up plans of what you would like to do.
Aye, Captain.
I is the captain. I'm going to get a captain's hat one day with a feather. A really big feather. I enjoy the fact that the paladin has to use his calculator.
Well, at least we can use it somewhere since it's forbidden everywhere else.
6 plus 4 plus 3 plus...
Hannibal, what would you like to do while he's mathsing?
Can I put the creature to sleep with catnap?
You can certainly try.
Okay, so roll?
Roll me a d20. And I will roll his because he does.
Yes! Okay. Oh, wait, I sent it in the wrong location. Sorry.
That's alright, what did you get?
17.
Okay, 17. He, with his plus, he got a 17 as well, so I'm going to say it will stun him for a round, but it won't knock him out. But that does mean that he won't get his turn at the end of this, so everyone else will get another go.
Okay, since I can do any other action, right?
Yeah, if you want to maintain shield on Arissa, then yeah, just to make it more fair.
That's fine.
That is cool.
Still the thingy.
Hannibal has priorities.
The pregnancy.
Viceritas is typing his damage. So we go round to Apricity, my lovely.
Hello. I have a question.
Yes.
So, at 9th level, I've got Magical Ambush, which means that if I'm hidden from a creature when I cast a spell on it, the creature has disadvantage on any saving throw it makes against the spell.
Uh-huh.
I also have
Alright, that's
Cunning Action from level 2, which is a bonus action, and I can dash, disengage, or hide.
Mhm.
So, could I bonus action to hide and then cast a spell on it, which would then activate my Magical Ambush, and it would have to... Wow. And it would have to have disadvantage on a saving throw.
Yes.
Yeah?
Sounds
Okay, cool.
amazingly concocted, so yes.
You told me to plan what I was going to do, darling. Okay, cool. So I would like to hide. Oh, but also I want to try and get my fucking thing, whatever it's called, sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Could I hide in a way that would get me sneak attack on it?
To be fair, probably yes.
Because there's other people nearby, right?
There's a lot of people around you. You're quite small. You weren't at the front, or at least you hadn't specified you were at the front because he was talking
No.
about Veritas, so I will assume you're in the middle. This creature isn't amazing at his perception, so he wouldn't have spotted every single one of you, and you're surrounded by a load of rocks. So I will say, as an action to hide, yes, because you're basically surrounded by massive rocks, so you could jump behind one of them and sneak around so that you're essentially above if you want to jump onto him, or you can be beside him if you want to attack him from your height.
Yeah, so I'm going to use a spell to attack, because then I can use my Magical Ambush, which means he gets to do disadvantage on saving throw against it.
Okay.
So I'll bonus action hide, make sure that I'm within sneak attack range.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at 1st level, which is a concentration up to 1 minute. A beam of crackling blue energy launches out towards a creature within range. Basically, it's a lightning attack, but it continues with each turn.
Okay.
So yeah, do I just roll? Hang on, I haven't done a spell for such a long time.
You should have your spell attack, which will be within your spell sheet.
Yeah.
As if you're rolling a regular attack, but you add your spell attacking, etc. Varic, I just opened the page you sent me, and I swear to God, I read breast and then reread it, and it's beast.
Okay. So I rolled a 16, and then I have a spell casting ability of 2.
Okay.
Or a spell attack bonus.
Yeah.
Yes to spell attack bonus?
Yes. Sorry, yes. As in, add that one, that sounds fine.
Yeah. So
At least that
16
works
plus
in my
6.
head.
So what's that, 22 to hit?
That will hit.
Awesome. So that is then 1d12 of lightning damage plus my 5d6 of sneak attack damage.
Bloody Nora. Alright,
Yeah.
go for it.
Okay. So, ooh, I rolled good. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 28, 29. Oh, 30 damage.
30 total, that's a nice round number, I like it. You guys are making this maths easy for me, that's fine. Awesome. Alright, so Felicity does her complicated thing. Oh no, Varic has a plan. Run! Ragnar, my lovely, it is your turn.
Excellent. So my sheet fucked up. So so what Ragnar is going to do, upon seeing this creature, he's going to raise his right hand and he is going to cast a ray of frost at the bastard.
Okay, make your attack.
Ooh, that was not the best, but it'll do. I cannot remember what I am adding. Bear with. I believe that would be an 11.
11 will hit.
Oh!
Seriously, big glob of person not wearing armor.
Okay, dokey. So he will take 2d8s of damage.
Okay.
Ah, bollocks. I just knocked everything on my desk onto the floor. It's fine. Everything's fine. No, surprisingly, my dice were the only thing that didn't get knocked over. Luckily, my mirror didn't end up on the floor.
Ooh.
That will be 5 points of cold damage, and it will reduce his speed by 10 foot as well.
Ooh, okay. Okay, noted. Alright, so the creature is currently stunned, so we'll miss his turn and go back up to Varic, who I'm terrified has an idea. Varic. Varic has a scary idea.
Arissa's BRB, but I don't think he has.
Varic.
He responded to this a few minutes ago.
My mic was muted. I am sorry.
Okay. It didn't say you were muted this end, sorry.
No, I muted my headset, not my Discord.
Oh, okay.
Apparently that's an option.
Well, we learn something new every day here on Blunders and Bothwellians. Woohoo! Blunders being the operative word. So Varic, it's your turn, and apparently you're planning something terrifying. I'm scared.
Well, the plan is not actually that bad. It's
Okay.
just I pull out the bear trap. Well,
Oh,
one
God.
of the bear traps.
Tiamat actively ducks.
I glare at Tiamat, and then I punch this big fucker in the dick. With the bear trap.
Okay.
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay. Roll me an attack. So just like a dexterity. Roll me a dexterity.
Dexterity? You're gonna
To
give
try
me
and aim it at
dexterity?
his dick.
23 total.
Someone explain to Arissa what's happening.
I am actively. Yeah, I am actively punching the big guy in the dick with a bear trap.
She says lol. That will definitely hit. So, do you have damage written down for the bear trap already?
Yes.
Excellent. If not, I can make it up. But sure.
I have 1d6 specifically.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's 6 damage.
Oh, excellent.
So that's 6 damage for the bear trap to the dick.
Okay.
And then after that, I get a second attack.
Are you going to use it to pull?
Ooh, that's actually a better idea than what I had planned.
I originally was going to say, are you going to use it to pull a card? But then I realised pulling on the dick would also be terrible. But I'm not going to lead you. You do what you want. You're my player. Not my baby. Go.
I'm gonna twist the bear trap and pull.
Ooh! Okay, do me a strength check. That was a very loud strength check.
Well, Varic isn't strong, but his dice is big, so that helps. That's 15 total.
15. Okay.
I have to go BRB.
You start to pull. That's alright. I will tell him when he comes back. But he starts to pull. You see Varic with a look of hatred in his eyes. Start to twist the chain that attaches the bear trap to his arm. Twist it around, and the creature makes a sort of raspy noise as you see bits of greying flesh start to twist away from the crotch area. It does have a little bit of like an overhanging stomach. You can't quite see vividly what's occurring down there, but it does look painful. All the men in the party probably find themselves a little bit. And Tiamat has moved the furthest away from Varic that he can get and is stood with his legs crossed going, oh, hell no. He starts pulling. It doesn't completely pull away, so the bear trap is still attached to him, but there is a big, huge chunk of greying flesh inside the bear trap, as it is still attached and moving away. We go round to Arissa.
Hello.
Hello, it is your turn. You've just Love the gift. You have just seen the bear trap attack. It is still attached. It is ripping off essentially genital area of this creature. What would you like to do? Arissa has a think. Arissa is thinking. Varic, welcome back. You pulled, and a big lump of grey flesh is stuck in the bear trap, which is still attached to the creature.
Okay.
But it's not looking happy or sounding happy.
Did Tiovet enjoy?
Tiovet has moved as far away from you as he possibly can and is stood with his legs crossed, going, "Oh hell no."
I take great satisfaction in that. That was more important to me than actually hurting things.
Fair enough. So Arissa, my lovely, what would you like to do?
I think. Can I borrow Verti's warhammer?
What?
If he lets you, sure.
So
Arissa just kind of turns to Verti and is just like, "Can I borrow that?" and points at your warhammer.
just his regular one, or the one that he just used to back up this?
Hey, if he's got a backup one, either works.
He reaches to his belt and hands over his old warhammer.
Thank you. She looks a little bit like Harley Quinn.
Oh god.
That's how I'm imagining her at the moment.
Arissa's blonde hair starts to form itself into bunches.
And then I'm gonna try and kind of whack-a-mole the head.
Okie dokie. Vitheritas, you have the stats for your old warhammer.
Yes, I still have that.
Awesomes. So Arissa, do me an attack with your strength.
Nope.
Hello. What do you want?
I'm presuming she's also using it two-handed.
Yeah. She would have put her loot back on her back.
Okay.
It's a versatile weapon, so you can use it one-handed or...
Cool.
It does more damage two-handed.
Two-handed it is then.
Gracious. Arista's making note.
Okay. Yeah, that will definitely hit Arissa. So you can do a 1d10 plus your strength for your damage. I now have the lovely image of this slightly pregnant blonde Harley Quinn just like leaping into the air and going whack-a-mole! Ba-doom! Okay.
I took the feat fell-handed, so
Oh, good God.
I now use warhammers.
I use hammers now.
And oddly enough, I actually have backstory for it.
Awesome. Alright, you smack the head and a huge chunk of like mushy skull like comes away from the side and a big crack, like you've just smacked an Easter egg in half and it's split. You can see a load of grey, pink, red mush underneath as it starts to slop about. One half of the creature's mouth starts to go. Up next we have Vitheritas.
He's going to shrug, and then he's going to use his own hammer again.
Alrighty. This could finish it off for Theritas, so no pressure, roll good.
I'm pretty sure a 26 and a 24 are okay.
Yeah, they will definitely hit.
Get my damage dice again.
Everybody loves Harley Quinn. Or they should do. Just look at all the gifts now.
Yeah, classic Harley.
Oh, I love cartoon Harley. Love it.
I have a figurine of classic Harley, and it's one of the best things I ever bought in my life.
I've got a small Harley Quinn collection that I'm going to chuck on eBay at some point. Everyone who's listening, come buy my stuff. Yeah, and I may well be selling a mallet at some point. Because I need money and find myself in possession of things rather than cash for my little doggy. So,
honey,
yeah.
that's my whole life.
Yeah. There may well be a Harley Quinn mallet on sale soon. I will link everyone to it if they want to share it. I love it that Theratas is still typing. All the numbers.
This is taking
all
a very
the
long
numbers.
time.
When you see the numbers, it
That
makes
is
it
a lot of
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
Okay, so 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 7 is
8 plus 8 is 16.
15.
Plus one of the fours
19.
equals 20.
20.
Plus the 7 equals 27. 31.
Yes.
Plus-
I concur.
Plus the 5 and the 2, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So 31 and 27 is 58.
Yep, that's what I got.
Alright! Alright, and with that, this creature of Smush, where are you going to hit it, Vitheritas? Because this is going to essentially be the final blow that this creature experiences, so...
Nice.
He's
Not
gonna
as
try and
dirty
do
as
the
that.
rib- He's gonna go right for the center of the ribcage.
Okie dokie. Alright, as Vitheritas smushes into the middle of the rib cage, you feel the ribs splinter underneath the blow of the hammer. It takes you a while. You have to go through like fleshy muscle first, and then you get to the ribs, smash through half of them and glance at the other ones, which sort of scatter into a few splinters as you're going through. A huge chunk of grey, red, decaying insides and innards just slumps out. And the creature falls over backwards, the rest of its sort of brain and tissue falling out of its skull as it lies there. I like that in chat. I was going to use a spell that would annoy the fuck out of a Theratas, but then I remembered the bear trap.
Rosie,
Yes.
if it would be possible at all, Varic would like to undo the bear trap and like return it to his original place on his belt,
Okay.
if at all possible.
Do me a strength check to prise it off.
That is 14 total.
Okay, that'll just do it. Narrowly avoid snapping shut on your two fingers, like as it does so. You see Tiavat eyeing you with the corner of his eyes and giving a shudder.
I'm gonna give him a wave with the bear trap in my hand and then like put it back to my side.
He'll stand there looking at you. Well, I have a grudging respect for you, loath as I may be to admit it.
Good. You should.
Don't ever come at me with that thing.
So humble.
Not yet. This is for special occasions.
Huh. Right. Shall we be onwards then? And he starts walking. He sort of steps over the legs of this creature and onto the arm, and it sort of smushes, and the hand sort of twitches, like the pulses, like the finger sort of twitches. He steps on the arm and steps over it, like ugh, and carries on walking. Okay, and as you guys continue to start walking, I will pause this recording and start the next one. So we shall be back momentarily.